What's up, family? I'm here today on SFFA Talks with Commissioner Shannon Knowles. We're gonna have a great conversation. Welcome, Commissioner. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm blessed. How's everything?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Good, good, good. Well, today, man, we're excited, man, with the launch of this new podcast, SFFA Talks. And Shannon, man, what's your dream, man, with this podcast? I know you have different ideas. What are you thinking?
Basically, starting this podcast for the guys, believe it or not, to get out there, how they feel about the game of football, how they feel about their opponent, as well as dive deep into some of their lives, to get out there to see the man behind the grit, the love of the sport. But actually, there's some great fathers, sons, uncles, and besides that, even some great businessmen. So that's the reason why I wanted to build this platform to, hey, let's get on here and let's talk about it. It's actually one of the things that I wanted to do, to name the podcast. Let's talk about it.
Okay, nice. Good, man. Man, how did the vision start, man, with this flag football? I mean, I know that it goes way back over a decade. I mean, how did it start?
Uh, Basically, the love of the game. It was approached to me. I had some basically, long story short, I had some NFL tryouts, but it was at a combine, a couple of combines, and my dream of being an NFL player didn't come to pass, and so I basically gave up on the game of uh, NFL football, and really just went to work. And a friend of mine bumped into a brother, my brother actually, and told him about this sport called 909. Now, I had played flag football before. I had played in Let It Fly, which is 4-on-4. And in the beginning, I didn't like it. I didn't like it all too much. I thought it was fast. I thought it was energetic. I was younger, much younger back then, and it was, like I said, a lot of fun. We actually won the championship and Let It Fly. I believe that was in 19, if I'm not mistaken, 1995 or 1996, out to Brian Piccolo Park. And after that, I just started playing recreational on Saturdays out to Rolling Oaks Park in Miami. And once again, my friend, he bumped into my brother and told me about this style of play called 909. And once it was explained to me, the love of 909 hit the roof for me, because this style allows every size, every speed, uh, the opportunity to get out there and play. Not just the fast, quick guys for 4-on-4, 5-on-5, 7-on-7. No, this here you can actually, it's called semi-contact 9-on-9. You can actually put your hands on someone, as far as a DB checking, a wide receiver at the line of scrimmage, or you have to have three down linemen, and they can block. And you can
Okay.
also run plays. I mean, it's just like I said, it's 9-on-9. This style is meant for everybody. Let me just say that.
Now, man, the idea out there is that, man, when you talk about flag football, that some people think that it could be soft. I went, I've checked it out. I've been out there, and man, that's like, to me, this it looks more like it could be like rugby in a sense. Like, what's your thoughts on uh, the impact? I know a lot of men, they like the impact, and they like the aggressiveness. Um, and then what about people who feel sometimes it's too aggressive? Like, what's your thoughts on on just like, I don't know, getting that testosterone out, you know?
Oh no, it's okay. We've had many ex NFL players as well as NFL players come out and they check it out. In the beginning, uh, they had the same thoughts that I had when somebody said, "Hey, come out and play flag football." Their first thoughts was, "Oh, I'm not playing that. That's as you would say, soft. It's you know you don't there's no hitting, there's no blocking involved." So they really kind of push it off until they come out and see it. Um, I know every ex NFL player and even current NFL players who have come out to see it all said the same thing. There's like they're like, man, I never knew that this style existed. If they had, it would have been once again, it's just an easier transition for them, and that's what happened to actually a guy that we have in our league right now today, who's an ex NFL player, which we have a couple, but yeah, his transition from the NFL to this, he says his love of the game is just super passionate.
All right, all right. So tell me a little bit about these guys, man. We got on the screen. Um, like what kind of men are out there playing? What type of tournaments do you guys hold? Um,
Yes, this right here, what you're actually showing, was a breakaway from the norm for us. I believe we did this two years ago.
okay,
Yeah. Matter of fact, I want to say 3 years ago, we had this function that we did a AFFL tournament, and yeah, it wound up being great. It was wonderful. We had teams come from out of town, from Orlando, Jacksonville, and they came down, and it was one of the first tournaments we had before COVID hit.
okay.
We wanted to run it back again the following year, but due to, like I said, the virus that hit, it really pushed everything back. But man, we had a wonderful time. And actually, down the line in the future, we would actually like to do it again, host it again.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, you got some big boys out there.
Yeah, now these photos that you're showing right here, this is from the current year, this year right now. This is what the guys love. It's the 909. It's the big boys. The game is won in the trenches. That's the common theme in 909. You can have all the skill guys you want. If you don't have somebody or a line of scrimmage blocking for you to give your quarterback time, then it's going to be very hard to win in this league. And actually, the teams that you're showing right now on the pictures is Death Row versus Beast Mode.
Okay,
That was one of the pinnacle games of the season this year, because Beast Mode was undefeated and Death Row had one loss on their record. But Death Row came in and actually beat Beast Mode 15-0 that this game, and it kind of shook up the whole league, because Death Row made a statement that they are definitely here and definitely one of the biggest powerhouses in our league right now.
yeah, yeah. Because I just hear, man. I mean, they're all over the internet, man. These guys are aggressive, and it seems to me that there's a whole internet culture, social media culture. These dudes are trash talking. Is Death Row, like, would you say is on top of the pinnacle right now, or do you think that they're gonna be removed? I know you're coming up to the playoffs, and,
Yes.
and on your website you have a whole bracket uh, broken down for our standings, and uh, so it looks like Death Row's in the top. Do you think that they could possibly be removed? Because I'm looking at their point averages, and they're pretty close, man. What's your thoughts on that?
All right.
And I don't want to stir up no controversy because I know you're
Oh
the
no, no,
commissioner.
no, no, no.
Uh, but yeah,
It's all true, Jack. For me, well, let me start off by saying this: a champion has to be dethroned until, and like you know, what I'm saying, until that happens, Beast Mode is still king of the hill. Even though they lost in the regular season, that was the regular season. Until Beast Mode get knocked off, they are still the champions, reigning champions from 2021. But with that being said, Death Row, no excuses, stick talk. Uh, those right now are the full four teams that are trying to make statements to fight for that number one spot. But we do have the Showtime, which is a new team that was formed, and they're making noise. Epidemic has been a staple in this league for about, wow, I want to say anywhere between 14 years. And they have been a steady grind. I mean, they have their ups and downs, but they're fighting. They're a team to be reckoned with. You just can't overlook them. And then you come down to the other new team, which is Quick Six, No Stars. Uh, all of these teams, they're competitive, but at the same time, they're still trying to build and make their mark to be, what I'm saying, on the top of that hill. But I won't slight them out. I'm looking for an upset. Yes, our playoffs start this week. We have the play-in tournament that we have this week going on with the bottom four teams. I believe it's No Stars versus Carol City, and you have V Squad. Quick Six versus
Is
V Squad.
okay.
So
So is this updated up here? Is this the
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
ooh, okay. So basically, how does this go? The wild card is what? Quick Six and Epidemic.
No, no, no. Oh, if you click over to it's the other page that she already have is in the playoffs.
Okay, I'm in the playoffs right now. Okay, so let me see here. We got divisional. Maybe this needs to be updated.
Yeah, but yeah, if you probably need to refresh your page because I know on mine's is refreshed and it has the four.
Okay, let me
Yes.
see. Yeah, I think something's going on in
Yeah, hold on. Let me
my
see.
cache. Is this it?
Okay, scroll down, scroll up or scroll down. No, not scores. Go to your home screen. Go to the home screen
Okay,
because I know I seen where it was put up. Yep, there it is right here. Yeah, it's on the home screen.
okay. So
Scroll
what's
down.
oh here?
Right there. There it is right there. That right there is the play-in tournament that we have coming up this weekend.
Okay. So it looks like your data team is has to your website data team has to update the playoffs. But this looks good. So man, this is a big weekend, huh?
Yes,
No
huge
stars.
because yeah, yes. Because instead of canceling out the bottom two teams, this right here is what you call a chance. We're giving the bottom two teams a chance to fight to get into the playoffs for the last two seeding, which is 7 and 8. So with
Okay.
that being said, this weekend is going to, like every week from this point on, is win or go home. That's it. The loser of this game, they have to pack it up and get ready for next season.
Oh man. Oh man. So so you think it's gonna be an upset weekend?
Uh, yeah, that's actually what I'm pulling for. I always go for the underdogs. The underdogs are, it's like the Cinderella team. Anytime you go up and against an opponent, most of the times, someone can take the lesser opponent for granted. But it's called any given Saturday, Sunday, sports day. A team can be beat if it comes out there and apply themselves. So I'm hoping that the lower seeds just come out, man, and they give it all they got because once again, after this game, that's it. It's going fishing, as they call it.
Okay. And I know there's some tell me a little bit about the future of this league. What are you envisioning as commissioner, as founder? I know your wife is heavily involved. I know your father's involved. Tell me a little bit about what you're dreaming and foreseeing.
Wow, dreams and visions. Dreams and visions for this league is to be one impactful, two to maintain really what we started doing. My love has always been for the guys. A lot of people say that that's a weakness of mine because sometimes it can get overshadowed because of the things that I allow to go on. But for me, it's about keeping the guys off the streets. It's about motivating them. It's about for a lot of the guys who don't have how you said a place where they can come let out energy and then put it in a constructive platform that they can actually come out with jerseys, be on a platform that make them feel like they're somebody, they're special. When you win a trophy, most valuable player, defensive player of the year, offensive player of the year,
Nice.
that means something to these guys because of the platform that we set up. And for the future, yes, I see major sponsors jumping on. No disrespect to no other sport out there, but I look on ESPN, one, two, three. I look at Fox Sports and all these other platforms, and I see different styles of sports on TV. And why not flag football? Why not 9-on-9? I see pickleball. I see volleyball. I see bowling. Why not flag football? Flag football is probably one of the most played sports all over the world. It's just not. It's just not here. They're playing it in Mexico, the Bahamas. They're playing it in, just different states, and it's growing. Especially dealing with the concussions and the CTE that's being founded. They're trying to really move into this, this area of, hey, get all of your training in flag football,
Mm,
learn the techniques, learn the sport before you start, getting that head-on-head contact with the helmets and the collisions. Which, once again, I don't knock it. I played football ever since I've been a kid,
oh yeah.
so trust me, the love of the sport is still there for me. But flag football is definitely a sport to be reckoned with. And yes, I am shouting out ESPN to be like, hey, y'all need to come on and get on while you can, because flag football will be once again on
Dominant.
TV one day. Yes, it is.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, that's the first thing I remember thinking when you told me about this league and just the commitment you guys have had and the way it's grown. And when you go out there and you see the energy, it's pretty much it's still, and I know it's growing nationally because as I've been kind of following um, what's happening as far as nationally on the internet, as far as all these leagues popping up and all these different types of leagues, 5-on-5, 9-on-9, 6-on-6. So it's people are getting interesting with it, but I think the energy out there is contagious, and and it's like hip hop. It's like anything in its infancy. Like it's gonna blow up, and those who are the pioneers and who like you who are involved in creating vision and structure, I think they're gonna benefit. So and it looks like you guys got some big dreams even from the business side of it. I noticed on your new website you guys got a store that looks like it's good. You guys already got store and refreshments at your events, um and a signature drink, and that looks like it's already been kind of labeled, but it's going to move to a new level. But it looks like you guys are really have some real business vision behind this too, that can really be beneficial for investors and people who want to be involved as vendors. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Well, of course, we are right now in the process of trying to put our platform on our own fields, our
Okay.
own sports complex.
All right.
The goal is to have something of our own. Once you own it, it's yours.
Mm,
Then you can do what you will on that platform. We can open it up for other leagues to come down from out of town to run tournaments. We can open it up to other sports, because the sports complex to we want it just to be open, not just designated for football, but more importantly, it will be, yeah, this home. That way we don't have to, jump from park to park, because once again, it's the kids programs at local city parks and county parks that are really growing, and we never want to put a damper on that, because that's what we're striving for in the future as well, to get involved with kids, teens. But for me, my love is for the adults right now, the young adults. It's building this platform with the young adults, doing it the right way, and also, like I said, building that foundation of a sports complex that where investors and people can come in and be a part of that project that's up and coming real soon.
nice, man. And I love the vibes I felt out there, man. Just going out there, it seemed like this. I mean, it's genuine family entertainment. Local grassroots. Just um, somewhere you can go on a Saturday and just chill, and good music, good food. Just real good energy and competition, and the power of memories, right? Like Shannon, we're getting old, God, you know what I'm saying? And just like I think the older we get, we realize, man, it's just all about memories. So it's not always about the money, which I believe this can be something that really becomes a blessing to people financially in the future. I believe as amateur sports becomes more local and more. There's a lot of advertising and sponsorship behind it because people realize the power of local community, especially when it comes to sports, especially when it comes to Black people, right? They realize that the athlete emerging at a local high school, um, the talent, the music talent, the art talent, like the even technology, like the talent is coming from local communities.
That's right.
Nothing happens national. Everything starts in the womb, right? In the community, and then it blows up. So I think everyone recognizes the power of local, and South Florida is the place to be when it comes to sports. And I believe this flag football league will be the place to be when it comes to sports, when it comes to global recognition of the kind of talent that's out there, even on an adult level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Post college, and so it's exciting, man. The investment you and Tamara and your family have made, and man, any last words before we close out this first podcast conversation?
Absolutely. I have to give a major shout out to, like you said before, my family, my wife, my beautiful wife. I can't tell you what a blessing she has been, or what an asset she has been to the Flag Football League. My wife is out there every Saturday. I mean, every Saturday, grinding underneath that tent. That tent is not even mine anymore; it's hers.
Mm,
She actually kicked me out because she says I'm the guy that has such a big heart that I give stuff away. So, um, with that being said, from my father, my mom, they from my dad. He's like you said before, my dad with the special drinks, which everybody loves. Which we are really trying to push that forward actually this year in a different way. And we've my brothers, we've grew up on that drink, so we're used to it. And the world right now is basically just now, coming to see what we've been tasting for years. My mom is basically my financial accountant. She does everything in the back end. And
nice.
my brothers, all of them, they have been soldiers for me, man, from the beginning. So Vincent, Donnie, they already know. Love them dearly. My kids, they've all been a part of it. So yeah, like I said, this is 18 years since 2004. I've been running it, but I've started playing in it in, I believe, 2001, 2002. So I just want to, I could not leave this, my first podcast, without telling my family how much I appreciate them, how much I basically love them. Knew I couldn't have did that without them. And
Mm,
yes, blessings, many, many blessings to come for them in the future dealing with this league.
nice, man. We appreciate you guys tuning in to the first SFFFA talks. uh,
Yes,
and this is good, man. I know out of this is going to emerge other podcasts and other different types of programming that deals with all sports, all life, all faith, right? Because
yes,
you got a strong faith component in
absolutely.
everything you do, and that's the dominant force in the NFL and the NBA and all sports. A lot of these athletes, I think, recognize their need for God and spirituality and just loving family and support around them, man. And this is the place, man. It's not just a league; it is a family, and
Yes,
we
it
invite
is.
you guys to come on out, check out their website, sfffa.com. Stands for South Florida Flag Football League. And again, thank you guys for tuning in to this first broadcast. And it's an honor to be here with Commissioner Shannon Knowles. And I know we're going to keep having a conversation with other guests. Uh,
Absolutely.
and it's going to be exciting as the season ends and as they prepare for the next tournaments coming up, and then of course the next season. So much love, peace.
Peace.